And finally, nice for you to have, I'm sure, the British champs in Manchester this year, isn't it?
Oh, I'm so excited. I don't need to, book a hotel or travel very far. It's just 20 minutes down the road. It's my training track, so it's wonderful.
Nice. Abby, well done yesterday, and thanks for joining us. It's been lovely having you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Abby
Bye.
Rosary, the British champion in the long jump yesterday. We wish her the best for a big year coming up. As we see the athletes, we're seeing Nikki Manson, home favourite for Giffnock North, and for Scotland, who clears 1 metre 80. We'll bring you right up to date with how things are standing. The bar is at 180. We have lost a couple of athletes already in this field. Every other jumper has now come into the competition. Here's Emily Borthwick from Wigan, second attempt at 1 metres 80. Not to be on this occasion, Jenny, for your clubmate.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with this one. She has jumped 183 quite a few weeks ago now, maybe 4 weeks ago, at the Emirates Arena here in Glasgow, Scottish Championships. So Emily's personal best is 184. So if she can get this 180 bar, it can then allow her to go into that kind of PB territory. But it's a great lineup, this one, Chris, isn't it? I don't think we've ever had such a competitive, 3 women in this who's got personal best and season's best over 1 metre 90.
Emily Borthwick, as we mentioned, who here, with everybody else clear, faces a crucial jump here at 1 metre 80 for the third time.
Yeah, she's not been given too much of a break, has she? She's the last athlete attempting this height on the third attempt.
Yes!
Well, she did give it a rattle, but a high point was way over the bar, and she'll be delighted now. Yeah, you can just see that smile on her face, just trying to get a little bit of technical information. I have no idea what that means. I should ask her.
Is that her dad down there? They were up here earlier on talking to us, just looking over to the... I'm sure he said he was going to go and sit on the other side of the arena. Yeah,
but I think she's only got her dad here.
Here's Morgan Lake, our first look live as she sails over 184 at the first time of asking. And again, the high jumpers, they often like to jump the first few heights with their tights on, don't they? And then Nikki Manson's doing the same.
That. Yeah, I mean, especially the athletes, such as those athletes who we expect to get on the podium.
Here's Abby Ward then for Wakefield, her first attempt at 184. World Under 20 representative for GB in Tampere in Finland a couple of years ago. Northern champion. And not to be on for her, and that's her first failure of the competition actually. She had 3 clearances at her previous 3 heights, Abby Ward.
Yeah, Abby's one of those athletes. She's got so raw. She's got so much improvement, and I think she was 5th or 6th at those championships. I was out there as a team coach, and I was trying to tell her at the time, wow, you're in the top kind of 5 or 6 in the world, and she just almost didn't believe in herself.
Back we go to Wigan's Emily Borthwick then. So athletes clear at 145. Manson, Partridge, and Lake, the 3 protagonists you'd expect. Emily Borthwick, after 3 attempts at 180, knocks 184 off at the first time. Also with a second attempt to come at this height is Deborah Martin of Ashford. Deborah Martin, here she is, proudly wearing the yellow and black of Ashford AC, the Julie Rose Stadium. I'm sure many people listening have competed there if you're based in the southeast of England. And Deborah Martin, not quite to be at 184 at the second time of asking. Here's Abby Ward from Wakefield with 184 at the second attempt. And, well, body language of high jumpers.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll tell you that a couple of sad faces there. Either she's thinking, why isn't it happening today? Either she's thinking, I know I'm capable of this. It's not quite clicking for me at the moment. She's a 189 jumper at her best, Abby Ward. Well, Nikki Manson here, first athlete to attempt 187. The tights are off now. A PB and a Scottish record of 193 to win at Hustapets, and she aborts that one very quickly after takeoff. Here's Bethan Partridge then. 2 PBs this winter, a 191 Nantes. Coached by Graham Ravenscroft, who also works with Chris Baker, who we'll see later on in the men's high jump. Neve Emerson as well, he's a high jump coach of Neve Emerson, the multi-eventer. Here's 187 for Partridge, the current leader actually on countback, and that will improve her position further. Partridge, 3 clearances out of 3 so far.
That was good, wasn't it? And that'll be significant as well. Would you actually come to count back on some of the other heights to get that first attempt clearance for Bethan Partridge there at 187?
Well, Morgan Lake at 22, it's hard to believe she's already won 8 British titles at the age of 22, but she has. 187, no failures on her card yet.
Well, Chris, you spoke too soon. First failure there for Morgan Lake.
Here's Wigan's Emily Borthwick then for a new PB of 187.
It wasn't a bad attempt, actually. She would only have, attempted that bar probably once previous in her career. So really good, encouraging first attempt.
Manson, currently in third position, has got to clear this to stay in the competition. This would be a surprise if she didn't get this at the third attempt. And she doesn't.
And it is a surprise. We can see her with her head in her hands. She's been so consistent. 192.
Morgan Lake here, the defending champion, has got to get this at the third attempt at 187 to stay in with a chance. Otherwise, only Emily Borthwick could deny Bethan Partridge the title. Lake has to get this. No. So Manson crashes out and Lake goes too.
Yeah, she can't believe it. I just saw about 3 steps out. Her foot seemed really, really flat. And of course, you've got to get your foot in a position so you can really spring off it. And yeah, we're having a bit of a shocker in this women's high jump. We thought it was going to be, a little bit like the women's shot put, where these 3 women could really rally each other and we'd see some of those really big heights. So I'm just looking at Bethan Partridge. She's actually facing the other way. She's not watching her competitors take their attempts at this. And just Emily Borthwick left with her third attempt now.
So Emily Borthwick, she's currently in 4th position. If she clears this, not only will she have a new lifetime best, she'll have a medal as well. 187, third attempt for the Wigan Harrier. No, it seemed to get it a bit tight to that one.
Yeah, that wasn't the best attempt that we've seen. I think her first was the best attempt, followed by a second. It's really tough when you're attempting these sorts of heights that you've only probably attempted once before. But we already have our winner. Our winner was sorted at 1.87 meters.
Bethan Partridge, by the way, has moved the high jump bar up to 1.92 meters here, which would be a new personal best.
Well, we're in Sophie Cook territory now, aren't we? Just as we were yesterday in the women's pole vault. It was great to see Sophie Cook attempt a personal best of 450 and clear it as well. She'd won the competition, and very like Bethan Partridge, she could almost say, I want the bar to be risen to a certain height. But Bethan Partridge has decided to go at 192. This would be an outright personal best for Bethan.
So confirmation of the medals behind Partridge, by the way. Lake takes the silver on countback and Manson the bronze, with Borthwick finishing in 4th position and Abby Ward in 5th. But Partridge already the champion for an outright PB at 1.92 meters. She got 3 goes at it. Enough in there to give you a bit of something to build on, Jenny Meadows.
Yeah, definitely.
As we see Bethan Partridge in the high jump. She'll just take her time. The jump clock is running. Hashtag Spar British Champs. Thanks for your tweets that are coming through. The Backstraight Boys podcast earlier on, tweeting, which is a great pod. If you don't listen to that, you're an athletics fan. The huge fans of athletics. They do a great podcast as well with Claire Thomas involved as well. Didn't Shauna Thompson in the pole vault used to be a sprinter? Yeah, as Jenny Meadows was saying earlier on. Sue Pook, great to have you back on Twitter as well today. Said hello to James already, who's watching on from the EIS in Sheffield at those age group champs where a lot of people are competing as well. Someone else has just tweeted us to say watch for the Celtic traffic after the game. Yes, across the road from here is Celtic Park, where Celtic are at home this afternoon at 3 o'clock, which will kick out about the same time as we kick out here.
So, second attempt for Bethan Partridge, 192. She got a good feel for it on the first one, didn't she? And just some last-minute thoughts from Bethan there. You can just see that she's got some tape, which her foot is placed directly behind. That's her individual run-up. And it was closer, wasn't it? That was a good attempt, Chris, on that second attempt.
Oh, that was better, wasn't it? Yeah, if there was bits and pieces to build on from the first one, that was a couple more bits and a couple more pieces. Will the jigsaw come together and we turn those sad faces upwards with the final attempt. So, Bethan Partridge here, our champion already. Third attempt in the women's high jump at 192 for a new lifetime best. Born again, not that far away, but she relaxes on the bed knowing and eventually cracks into a smile that she once again is the champion here, Bethan Partridge. Proving consistent once again here, adding to the title she won in 2017. Congratulations to her and Coach Graham Ravenscroft. The silver goes to Morgan Lake and the bronze to Nikki Manson. As we see the medals about to be handed out in the women's high jump. Nikki Manson, the Scottish athlete. I think her hopes, as you can see from the shake of the head, were that it wouldn't be a bronze one around her neck this time. It would be something a little bit further up that podium, but didn't quite happen for Nikki Manson today, despite having had a really promising winter. Morgan Lake's not used to being on the silver medal podium, that is for sure. And again, just looking to click her year into gear. But it all happened for Bethan Partridge today. She wins her second British title. Congratulations to the Birchfield athlete, our Spa British champion in the women's high jump.
Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge our Spa British Athletics Indoor Championship medalists. Important points for Birchfield there, because in the next women's competition they're now 11 points clear of Edinburgh AC, and leaders in the men's standings with finals to come over the next couple of hours. Cardiff AC just ahead of Sale Harriers Manchester.